Welcome to the Tampa Bay Bucs offensive scheme. In this video, I'm going to cover 11 offensive formations out of the Bucs playbook. I'm going to have a comment in the comment section timestamped with every single formation that I go over here, so you can bounce around the video if you want to. There's also going to be a play sheet with every single thing covered in the video, so you can either follow along or just keep your adjustments and the formation straight. Thanks for clicking on the video, and I hope you enjoy. We're going to be starting off here in Singleback Ace, and it's a really good base scheme to start out of here. We'll just come out in any nickel play, back it up here. And it's a really good just base formation, balanced formation. You can flip these plays either way, right? As you can hear I'm doing now in the microphone. so yeah, really good balanced formation to start this scheme off here. Really love Singleback Ace. Always a must-have in my schemes as a whole whenever I want to get into a game plan here. So we're going to start off with our run plays here. Both of them are RPOs. One's a stretch, one is a just zone run. So you're going to want to hold A to hold it off to the running back or hit whatever receiver button you're throwing to. So I prefer to have the stretch and run the stretch. I think it's a better run if your guys can block for you. It's a really good run. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely a place for this is the weak run here. Probably want to throw that there as well, to be honest with you. Let's go into the replay real quick. Shoot, can't see the replay yet. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, like with that guy so far off Mike Evans, no one really playing him, no one really playing the run. You gotta throw that one. So that one's my bad. But the two run plays, pretty simple there. Just based on preference there. So first pass play we're going to have here is skinny post. What I really like to do here is put my running back on an option route or a curl, one or the other. And as you see here, when I put him on an option route, he's breaking off to the right if he gets man coverage. So a lot of the times what I'll do in this case is Rob Gronkowski, I will put him on a streak, and this is how I'll run it. And Rojo breaks to the outside. Hopefully you don't have Rojo. Put a little bit better route runner in there. We'll kind of set that up the same way. Gronk carrying him down the field. Fits it over the linebacker's head. And it's easy completion to AB there. So pretty simple in skinny post. Another thing that you can do is just basically block your running back. And, I mean, make a read. Whoever you like, pick one. Look at him and make him get open there. So here, looking left, looking... Okay, yep, Mike Evans. Boom. That's just pushing the ball down the field easily with the post, which is really good here. You're working in the middle of the field. And when we go to our next play here, our next two plays actually, we're going to work the outside of the field. So we're going to go to halfback options here. And you see on the right side of the field with a Gronk and AB over there, kind of a dig, just a streak, and then a dig coming underneath of it. And then how we're going to use him is just to clear out, basically, hopefully hold a purple zone for our out route to Mike Evans. And a lot of times these out routes, guys, like, look at that. I mean, that's man. So that's not typically what you're going to want to throw it against. But I mean, even there, big body Mike Evans, he gets it done. So here you're going to get man again. So then you wait for your dig to come across, and he finally does. I don't know what the hell happened there, but let's actually just take a look. Let's just take a look. Zoom out. Carried. Yeah, I mean, Brown didn't really get off clean. The line there. No one really got off clean. That was really good D right there by the Pats. So back to halfback option. And that's when it's free completions. That is when it's free completions right there. This happens. Let's get to the replay here. And you see here, I mean, this happens. Like, this is man coverage across the board here. But he's playing off. He's playing off. And that's a free reception right there. And you definitely want to be able to, like, this is going to be man again. You definitely want to be able to flip it to the right. Now we have Brown on the out. You definitely want to be able to go both ways with this. You want to be able to run all of these plays both. I mean, skinny post is kind of the exception here, but you want to be able to run these both ways. Again, off coverage, no purple zone goes out there. He plants it. But what I'm doing there is I'm pulling my left stick here to about 3 o'clock, and then I'm coming back and I'm aggressive. I'm clicking on to Mike Evans, and like here, he breaks. I'm putting that ball behind him, and I'm clicking onto Mike Evans. As you can see right there, I'm clicking onto Mike Evans to come back to the ball, and aggressive catching that, and that's another way to do that against man. So that's halfback option there. We'll run Z spot. What I really like to do here is put B Antonio Brown on a streak and just try to catch them off guard. That's awful right there. That was awful all around. Terrible play all around. So streak Antonio Brown, and you already know you're trying to get here. Mike Evans gets freed up, and that's the great part about this too. I mean, they ran man on that play, which we're trying to free up the tight end corner on this, but you have Mike Evans coming across the middle of the field here. So again, there, I mean, zones are just so bad in this game. Like, oh my god, like they had a guy in a spot, and you can still make that throw. So that's awesome to see. And you definitely always want to streak B or do something. I mean, I like to streak him, use him as like a clear out, but you definitely want to do that because he's on a motion. But the next thing you can do is you can put your tight end here Y on an in. You can streak Y and kind of use that as like a dig concept over here with Y as the clear out. Mike Evans as the dig coming underneath. Here, play worked. Got a behind the linebackers, and that's what you want to see right there. So good stuff right there. Really love Singleback Ace, especially out of this Tampa Bay playbook. With you have the out route, you have the tight end corner, really unique routes you can really use to open up and complement your scheme here. Now we're going to be looking at Singleback Ace Slot here, and before we even go out onto the field here, I just want to talk about these run plays here. You have 3 options out of this that I really like. Zone alert bubble, halfback blunt dive, and just a regular old halfback dive. I really don't like the counter as you see it here. I really don't like the counters this year. I just feel like I'm always getting stuff in the backfield, 3, 4, 5 yard loss. So those are the 3 runs I stick with here. I'm going to come out in the blunt dive to show you guys because I feel like the other 2 are pretty, the zone alert bubble is pretty similar to this, and then it's just an RPO, and then the dive is pretty much just a straight up the middle run. But you can see there, you get your left tackle up to the 2nd level. That's really what you want on this particular play as your run. And I mean, it's nice because you can run it both ways. You have the tight end over there, Gronk, good run blocker. Typically you're going to have a good run blocker over there as your first tight end, unless you're using, I don't really know who, but you're going to have a good run blocker over there. Again, the left tackle getting up to the 2nd level whenever you're running it to the left. Here, prime spot. That's beautiful. You'll take your 10 yards off that run. So the run play is pretty simple there, but it's a big part of this scheme here. Just because you have 2 tight ends, and it's a big part of it. You want to be able to run the ball when you have 2 tight ends on the field for sure. But we're just going to get right into this here. These pass plays, X slice U cross, and pretty much what I like to do with this is put A on a streak, put Gronk on a streak, or block him, depending on what I'm seeing here. And this, I see 2 high safeties. I definitely want to attack the middle of the field here, and just no man's land, right? Their entire left side of the field was in no man's land. So let's go to the replay real quick. So we're going to start with this right side. Using Gronk is pretty much a clear out. Takes these two players out of the equation. So now we're playing 10 on 9, right? Instead of 11 on 11. And here you can kind of snap throw this sometimes. Here the guy dropped out of the line. I don't know if that's Judon or Bentley. I can't really tell. Might be Bentley. But regardless, sometimes you can snap throw this right off the snap. Yeah, right off the snap. Right snap there, right off the snap. But here Bentley jumps back. And then you got AB as your man beater. Really can throw that right there as well. But sometimes you have to be careful. If you mistime it, that ball can be put into danger. But this 41 here, his back's turned. He's doing just 360s on the field. And that's an easy completion of Mike Evans coming across the middle of the field. So let's get out of this one here. Just call our run play. We don't want to do any quarter stuff here. But yeah, I mean, this X slice U cross, really nice. And I just flipped the play like an idiot. But this, yeah, X slice U is really nice. And it's mixed with another play here once I get to it. It's mixed with another really nice run play. So X slice, U cross, really good play here. Once you pair it, and that's pretty much how you run it. That's basically it. All I do: streaking A, blocking A. You have your beaters all over the place there. The next play I like to run with this is PA dagger U cross, and pretty much same thing. I'm gonna either streak or block Gronk I'll streak him. I see 2 high safeties. I want to attack 2 high safeties. I'm cool with that. And then I want to block my running back. The reason I want to block my running back is because sometimes this snap throw to Howard is there. So, like here, it's not there. That's not the look you want to do that against. But sometimes a user will be there. We'll set that up again. That's what we're looking at. They get taken out of the play there. But that's the nice thing there. I mean, you can snap throw that, and he can keep going, and he cooks man. He's going to cook man, especially you throw like a really fast second tight end there. Like here, we're going to get man. We'll block Gronk. We'll block our back. And he's just going to cook, right? Like whoever his guy is. I don't care who his guy is. I mean, he should have caught it, but that's what you're going to see. Hightower had outside leverage there too, and you still almost got that ball in there. So I know they're going to run one high there. Another thing you can do with this too, if you're really struggling to get that ball to Howard, maybe they're playing like cover 2 or they're playing cover 3, you can always put Gronk on a flat and kind of pull that guy down a little bit, open up a window for Howard. And with the other 2 receivers, once we get back to the line of scrimmage here, the other 2 receivers on this play, pretty much this is just a dig concept over here with Brown and Mike Evans. That's pretty much all that is. And what you're going to do there, back them up, nothing there. Really good play there. That was just cover 2. That should have been beat, but oh well, all good there. Yeah, you're just running a dig concept and you're looking to get that nickel guy to change just to turn his back, and you can't do it. But that's kind of the idea on the left side of the field, along with that snap throw from your quick tight end OJ Howard there. Really nice scheme. Mixed with being able to go down the field with some other good routes there, with that like Antonio Brown little quick breaker route there. So next play here, we got 4 verts. Pretty much the running back is the only guy I touch here. You can put him on an option, see what that looks like. Put him on an in, put him on an out. Well, Brady has Hot Route Master. Put him on an out, put him on an in. And I mean, if you think they're sending pressure, just block them, right? And you got 4 verticals, same thing. You can hit that OJ Howard route over the middle of the field. Make the user play that route. You want to make the user play that route. And one of my favorite things to do is on 4 verticals. I mean, if you have Hot Route Master, I think the flat route's the way to go. But if you're not rocking Hot Route Master, I really like the out route here because you're going to create just pretty much like a smash concept with Gronk and Rojo. So, okay, I mean, I know why it was open there. But they play it back, you take your flat. Hopefully you can... That's why I like the flat too, because it gets out there faster. Like, I'll show you with the flat here. Put them on a flat. I know Y's open, but they're doing a good job taking that shit away, bro. Alright, so we're going to try to run this here. We'll show you with the flat here. And there we finally get it to go. Pulls him down. And that would be the reason for having a flat, putting a guy on an out, putting him on a flat, whatever you have to offer with your quarterback there, is pulling that guy down. We'll go to the replay right quick. Just real quick, we'll go to the replay. Pulling this guy down just enough to put it over the heads of, I don't know if that's Bentley or actually is Judon. Okay, so putting it over the head of Judon there. And I really like that there. Mixed, you have some good mixed routes here. But our last play here is post wheel shallow, and really I don't like to do anything as your running back's already blocking. I mean, if you want to, you could put like OJ Howard on a drag, and then you have these dragging. And if I would have waited that out, Mike Evans would have beat everybody over the top. So that's really what you're trying to do here. So, and maybe once he turns around, you can block. Maybe if you can get outside the pocket here, like, well, and bro, Gronk just gets. Oh my God! But you can see that Mike Evans was going down the field. If you're trying to set that up, if you see that as a weakness, right? Be able to get outside the pocket, set your feet, and hopefully you. I should have bulleted it honestly, but we're gonna get this. We're gonna get this before we stop this. Not with Judon out there, but there. That's. Good Lord, man, Brady just cannot get it out there. But definitely, you can definitely make that throw. I'm gonna make it here. I mean, you get cover 0, but I mean that kind of counts. Does that kind of count? It's terrible right there. We'll try to get it one time here for you. One time for the one time. But you have your guys stopping across the middle, popping, and just not enough time. So post shallow wheel though, yeah, you can just block everybody one more time here. Try to get this Mike Evans route to work. And you can see he does cook his man. And a lot of the times, if you can get outside the pocket, you're going to be able to take the top off there. Now we're going to be looking at Singleback Doubles here. Just come out in our RPO play, just any nickel play here. So in terms of our runs here, we are going to be looking at an 0-1 trap and then this RPO here. I like the RPO, boom. Especially if you don't have Scotty Miller, you have a little bit better yards after catch kind of guy there. It's really what you want. But you have a really good powerful run with the pulling guard. I was holding R2 there, but he still got through. But really powerful run if you have a good guard that can pull. And the only downside is you can't really get the run to the left. And I just got to stop holding R2 there, and I'm through that hole, and that's a huge run. But whenever they start giving you the middle of the field, the middle of the line, you can really bust big runs. 0-1 trap, absolute killer. Tough to stop unless you really prepare for it here. And I mean, you can just see, I mean, unless a user stepping into that hole, that's a really nice run. Complemented with the outside run of the RPO, especially when you can get them out there, pick up runs. I mean, that's 5 or 6 yards there, but I mean, you can get even more off that. Bouncing it out, hitting the hole, like here, I mean. Bro, this game, bro. But yeah, I mean, the runs, you get the idea with the runs there. So let's get into the pass plays here. Tight end post, really what I like to do here. I mean, I can run the stock and kind of use the tight end working across the middle of the field. Make the user play that, and then kind of use the running back and Scotty Miller as just kind of almost like a smash concept, basically. And then the drag underneath if you need it with Brown just on a streak. But what you also can do is streak Mike Evans, and you have kind of like a little Z spot thing over there, and we get a free rusher. Like how? Like why more than anything? So again, you have that Z spot, and you can fit that right over the top. That might not have been a catch, but if you possession that's a catch. And you're really doing that by making them not being able to play that over there, making them play their zone drops by this tight end. I mean, that's a tough route, right? Like if they go play, like that's exactly what would happen right there. They would, if their user has to go play the corner route, or they have to go play that way, even at all, that's going to open up Gronk a whole lot. So our next play here, and this is the real money play. You can run the stock. I love running this stock, especially whenever they don't have a purple over there. That out route is going to be so money. You have to watch. Sometimes you get man and they make a really good play on it. Like here, you get a purple out there, but and we throw a pick. But you got to be able to check that down too. You have the back for a reason. I mean, that's going to cook, and that's beautiful, right? Like that's what you're looking for. If you get 0, the user has to cover that. I mean, and I've had users have a tough time covering that. I've been using Cole Beasley in the slot there, and people have a tough time covering him. He's just little. You can, especially if you're a gunslinger, you have a throwing ability. I mean, the pass leads on that. You pass lead it up a little bit. It's tough to stop. It's very tough to stop here, moving just a little bit, and you're able to fit that in there, even on a cover 3, just by moving outside of the pocket and extending the play. You have that there. And the next thing you can do with this is pretty much just streak A and use them as a clear out that way. They're sending 18 people at you, so that makes it a little bit tougher. But here, just use them as a clear out that way, especially whenever you have middle of the field wide open. That's a way to attack it, absolutely. Especially whenever you're going to couple it with this tight end post play. Maybe the user thinks he's running post, he runs streak, wide open, right? And it's going to be tough to play both of them because the user's going to feel like he has to play both of them a lot of the times with this scheme. But the last play we have here is Z-spot, and you can just pretty much leave this like this if you would like. Use it as a high-low. That was man, but that sucks, but all good there. But yeah, Z-spot, I mean, that's awesome to have. You have the corner out, you have the post over the middle, you have a streak out of this, you have a drag. Really a lot of things to do with the tight end in this. So here, again, just getting Gronk right behind it. Boom. And a lot of times you can throw this quick because the user will be responsible for the tight end, and he just doesn't expect them to break out. So he just doesn't expect them to run the corner like that fast. So, and then another thing you can do to add on to this, you always want to streak B because he's on that motion. But another thing you can do is slant Scotty Miller. If you have a hot route master quarterback, I absolutely love putting a crosser in behind all of it, and just because you can do that, and that's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. It's so hard for the user to be able to guard all of that. Because, I mean, he has the crosser. Well, now you just about fit it in the Gronk. I could have checked it down there too. It's just so tough. I love layering that crosser in behind the Z spot. Absolutely love doing that. Especially if you have if a guy just gonna cook his man. That makes it even better, right? But yeah, absolutely love Singleback Doubles. This has been one of my favorite formations for years now. So absolutely love it out of this Tampa book. Now we're gonna look at Singleback wing stack here. And before we even get out on the field, again, let's just show you the run plays. I'm not even gonna come out in the run plays this time because they're pretty simple. Let's see my play sheet here. And pretty much for our runs, we have halfback zone week and halfback dive. That's the only two runs I run out of here. You can mess around with this belly week. I never really had much success with it, with these cutback, crossback, whatever you want to call them, blockers there. So I like the zone week that you see there, and the halfback dive. I'm going to come out in all pass plays here just to show you the pass plays, but you can set up your audibles however you want with this. I definitely love having an audible to a run play. Love being able to audible down into that. So whenever you set up your audibles for a real game, you can set those up accordingly. But we're going to come out in this play under here. Let's go with any nickel. Well, yeah, we actually do get nickel. So let's back up this ball here. And yeah, let's start with this underplay here. So this is what it looks like. And what I really like to do with this play is put Antonio Brown on a streak. And you can just kind of leave it like, you can just run it like this. And that was just awful right there. But that was awful. That bumped into each other. But we'll run that again. Same way, just on a streak, running back on a goofy route. You can also streak, I forgot Brady has hot route master. You can also streak OJ Howard if you're looking to kind of clear out the middle of the field, maybe attack the middle of the field. But again, that's what you're trying to set up right there. Hit that corner of the top. The running back route's really cool. A lot of the times it does just sit down. Sometimes you can get it to work across the middle of the field, but not all the time. So you can put the X receiver here. Well, not X receiver, but X button receiver. I like to put him on a streak. Another thing I like to do is put him on an out. Well, that's a corner because Brady is hot route master. But put him on an out, and pretty much what you're doing over there is just creating a smash concept. And I absolutely love the stack because a lot of the times you're going to get really good leverage with your inside receiver there. In this case, it's Mike Evans. So you see right here, this guy's lined up directly over him. And then you see he kind of takes a few steps to the inside, and that's your thing to go to the outside right there. That's the thing for that ball. So you can do that here. Put him on your out. I really love this little like smash concept. Again, I mean, here you take your check down, and you see he just kind of sat down. That was against zone. But sometimes against, I mean, those routes that you're going to have a drag in here later in the scheme that's going to be similar to that, where it can stop. Like on this Buck smash here, RB is on a similar route where he can continue his drag or he can stop his drag. And those are just, I really have a tough time being really consistent with those. And just, I mean, you think it's going to stop and he doesn't stop, he keeps going, or vice versa, whatever the case may be. It's really hard to get those, at least for me, to run consistently. So a lot of times I do re-drag those guys. But in this case, you can kind of count on the running back sitting down more times than not. So that's under there. That's the play under. Let's go ahead and get the Bucks smash here. And really, I like to set up the same thing here. AB on a streak here. I really don't put him on an out because you already have like the drive concept coming that way. So this is pretty much how I run this. And I mean, somebody's going to cook, right? Especially whenever you're going to the left on the other play, you're going to be cooking coming across the middle of the field this way on Bucks smash. So again, I mean, Mike Evans on a safety, you got to like that, right? Even though it's Devin McCourty, you still got to like that. And I love these stack formations because you get so many good matchups out of it. And let's just throw this one away here. But yeah, I love these stack formations this year, and really, I mean, all the Maddens too, but especially this year, it seems like you just get such good matchups with them and stuff like that. So Really good stuff. And another thing you can do with Buck Smash is just run it stock. Run it stock. AB gets out there, and you take it over the top. And I mean, you can definitely see that's going to be cash on these corners, especially from that stack look. And you see later in the thing, later in this part of the scheme here, part of the ebook, we have stuff that goes the other way as well. We're working on outsides on both sides. You can't just key in on Mike Evans there. So, but yeah, I mean, that's Buck Smash. Let's get into a flanker spot here. And what I really like to do, put, again, X on a streak. And what you're doing on the left side of the field is kind of creating a Z spot look. And another thing you can do, especially in this look, this is a great look to do against two high safeties. Middle of the field is open. You can streak OJ Howard too. And, well, if it doesn't get knocked down, your Gronk is wide open right there. Look at the replay right quick. I mean, you can see OJ Howard is the clear out there. Clearing out 54, high tower. And I mean, that's too easy. That's too easy if you can get that ball off. So back to flanker spot, streak both these guys. And just really, really nice. I mean, you had him over there. He had the leverage, but they send a million people. And we cannot stop a million people. So we'll set that up one more time here. And I mean, that's just terrible. That's just awful. They're sending so many people at you. Just terrible right there. So we're set it up one more time here. If you turn around. All right. And there, I threw it to the wrong guy. But you can click on, I threw it to the wrong guy, but still ton of room there to go on ahead and click on. Which is, this one's taking a while here, but this is just, it's a good formation. So there you go. They kind of bump into each other, but just that's a ton of room, man. You could throw it into Mike Evans. You could have checked down to this guy early. A ton of stuff going on right there with flanker spot. Really likes your Z spot play right there. Really like that. So now we got double corner here. And I really like to start with the running back here. You can put him on a curl. Well, if you put him on the right route, put him on a curl in the middle of the field, kind of occupy that. You can put him on an option route. You can put him on an out, put him on an in. So what I like to do here, whenever I put him on an out or an in, whatever direction here, I like to take the flat guy. Like we'll put him on if you have Hot Route Master, absolutely use that too with the flat. Those are really good routes. But like here, I have Rojo going to the right side of the field, the right flat. But OJ Howard's also going to be there. So what I'll do is I'll streak OJ Howard. Well, no one blocks, man. They're sending like 4 people when you're getting sacked. It's tough. But yeah, put them to the out there. We'll kind of leave them on a flat because I really like that look as well if you have Hot Route Master. And you're just going to create the high-low, make them play those zone drops. That's the idea with this. Pretty much it's just bench, basically. This is like a wide bench with your stack. And over on the Mike, you can also block the running back if you think they're going to be sending extra pressure. This Mike Evans route is pretty, like you can get it going down the field, but it is tough. It is tougher to hit on this play. So yeah, absolutely there. So that's pretty much a double corner there. Pretty simple. You're really going to be using the running back. We'll put him on an option route here as well. And again, I mean, you see like the option route could break off to the right. If you want to streak the tight end, absolutely streak the tight end there. And I mean, in that case, sometimes it works like that too, where they just get mixed up and put it over those linebackers. Especially if you're not streaking him very often. I mean, I know we're streaking him earlier in the scheme here, but I mean, you can absolutely leave him stock, and then boom, you hit him with the streak there, catch him off guard. So our last play of this scheme, of this part of the scheme in the wing stack here, is curl post drag. And all I really like to do with this is put B on a drag, and him and Mike Evans and OJ Howard in this case are going to be crossers with Antonio Brown attacking the middle of the field. And you had 2 guys over there, but you can make it work. You definitely want to get that ball out earlier. You don't want that to happen. But if that does start being an issue here, just block your running back. Just block your running back. And I mean, you can cook, right? Like that's your route to beat cover 2, but it also beats man. You have crossers to beat man. I really love this play in particular out of this scheme. Really makes the whole thing work. And then you still get like a high-low read with Gronk, and yeah, I mean, like that's gonna, well, if he would have came down faster, you still complete the pass. But if you would have came down faster, even like they're playing underneath, they're playing not zone drops, you can fit that ball in there. Now we're an I-form wing in Tampa's book here, and we're just going to talk about the run plays before we get out on the field yet again here. And I have the zone week in my audibles here. Let me get back to my play sheet. Yeah, and I have the zone week, but the halfback lead is also something you can come out in here. I'm going to come out in a pass play, but if you're looking to run the ball, do not be afraid to come out in the halfback lead. You'll have the halfback lead. You'll have a run right, run left, run up the middle. You'll have everything in terms of the run game. But I'm going to come out in a pass play. I'm going to come out in PAX curl, because that's what we're trying to show you here. I don't really need to show you the run plays as much as I need to show you the pass plays. But you have the zone week, and you have the halfback power. So here, I mean, like you can run the power, whatever you're thinking, whatever you can see in terms of where weakness would be. I really like this zone week. I mean, they just get to the second level so often. It's just such a good run, especially if you're hitting on the power O. I mean, there's a gap even over there, but the power O sucks because like you don't get you need a good pulling guard. So I do run the zone week a lot. Like even right there, I mean, there's a guy in the gap. Like there's a guy in the gap, and you're still getting 5 yards. It's just insane. So I mean, the run play is pretty simple there, pretty simple. But let's go on ahead and let's get right to the pass plays, because that's what's important here. And we're gonna start with this PAX curl. And really, what I like to do here is like the streak Gronk, kind of use him as a clear out, and you'll see here, use him as a clear out. That's awful right there. It's not what you want to do. So we'll go back to PAX curl. Try to use Gronk as a clear out. And that's how you want to throw that against man. If you're going to throw that, you want to throw it on the first break, not the second break here. But let's try to do that again. Boom, boom. And if you have time and you can wait, that would be ideal. So the next thing I like to do with that is, instead of putting on a streak, and I forgot Brady Hot Route Master, is just put them on an in. This really just clears it out. Boom, boom. Cook them, right? That's what you're looking to do with that. Pretty simple there, pretty simple. So we'll get right here to PA scissors. I really don't even like to touch this, especially having if you have an athletic fullback that you can kind of just check the ball down to. This is awesome, right? Clears them out. Gronk cannot fit it in there. Cannot fit that one in there. Let's get back to PA scissors. Same thing. And that is what you like to see. And really, you're reading the scissors. O.J. Howard, free release there, gets down the field, wide open. Absolutely wide open. It's going to make a user take one of those away. And really what I like is a C route too. If you went back to one of those, I think it was Singleback Ace, I click on and come back to the ball, you can absolutely do that with these C routes. You have to be careful, and you would definitely want to practice it. But here, like he has, like Mike Evans, his corner is lined up right over his left shoulder there. So he has outside leverage. But you can see I throw the ball to him. I click on right there. You can see where I click on. And I click on and come back to the ball and make an aggressive catch. Didn't catch it that time, but you can get catches that way. So here you see it's man. You know one of them's gonna win. Throw it over the safety's head. That's touchdown. Really good, especially whenever you're running the ball really well out of this formation. That's something that can catch them off guard and kind of take the top off. So our last pass play here, to go along with the really powerful formation here, I like to have the power O because I have PA power O as a pass play here. And all I like to do is just streak B, and then you can kind of see you have Z spot over there on the right side of the field. You get Gronk in behind, and that's what you'd like to see. And this really goes along well too with the PA scissors, because they're looking for that corner a lot of times, but they're not looking for the post coming across the middle of the field, which is a very good compliment here. And you have Z spot, and then you have the post over there on the left side of the field if it's open, if it's like man coverage or something like that. But you can see, I mean, that's just a monster route right there. You're making them adjust their zones, and that's kind of the key to this game a lot of the times. Just getting them to adjust their zones, and you can see, I mean, you're gonna hit this 10 million times in a row if you want to, if they're not going to adjust their zone drops. And then once they start adjusting their zone drops, you can kind of take what's underneath, start running the ball even more, right? You double down on the run. So really, really powerful formation right there, and I love it. And now we're going to be looking at gun box here. Come out in the inside zone. I'll show you the run play on this one. You don't have too many pass plays out of this. Give us 3-3-5. Odd here. And pretty simple in the zone run here. I really like having the zone run play. I definitely want to have it in my audibles. Typically, I mean, here I don't, because I just want to show you all the pass plays that we got here. But really good run. Rojo isn't the fastest guy right now in the game, so you can definitely see you can bounce that run out. Really good run. Bounce it out, bounce it in, whatever you got to do. Hightower is just a monster. Eats me up right there. Nowhere to go, but you can see good run there. Good solid run. So let's get on to our pass plays here. Deep fork, and this is one of my favorite formations in the game. This is gun box is what it's what made me run Tampa. It's what made me run Tampa Bay. So what I really like to do here, put B Antonio Brown on a streak, and you can see using him as a clear out for Scotty Miller on that corner, and also you have who is that, Darden on the post. You can kind of read those crossers. Easy throw. Unless they're playing zone drops there at 20 yards, 25 yards, you're going to be able to hit that cash. And again, I mean, once they start doing that, I mean, that's basically what will happen right there. You'll be able to check the ball down to your running back on that little C route. Absolutely love the scheme out of gun box here. It's just so good. It's so good. And here, I mean, they have two safeties in the middle of the field. So you want to rip that. Grip it and rip it, baby. Like, that's actually the perfect look to throw that against. And I mean, a lot of the times they can do that, right? Maybe they're trying to play cover 2 to stop your corner, something like whatever they're doing, right? They're leaving the middle of the field open. You have that crosser. You have those crossers with that on deep fork, and that's one of my favorite plays in this entire game. So I mean, these two really, deep fork and deep curls, I love them. I love them. So deep curls we'll get into right now. And what I like to do with the outside receivers, Mike Evans, Antonio Brown, you can drag. Here we're dragging AB. You can put them on an in. Well, Brady has hot route master. You can put them on an in, whatever you want to do. Same thing with Mike Evans. Put them on a drag, put them on an in, whatever it is you feel you need to do. And you have the backbreaker route, especially you get a route tech in that, you already know. So now you're attacking not only in the middle of the field, a ton, you're able to attack the sidelines with the Scotty Miller route. Really, really, really good play here. Really good play. So we'll put Antonio Brown on the drag this time. And this is the guy I definitely prefer to drag. And you can see, I mean, they're respecting that so much that you can imagine that being a user, leaving their zone to try to defend that backbreaker route in the middle of the field by number 1 there. You can definitely see the user overplaying that. And, oh man, I totally forgot that Brady having hot route master is kind of screwing me up right there. But I mean, you put them on an in, you can see the whole, everybody drop back super far. Everybody drop back super far. So let's move on to slot trail here. And I like to put B. We have B, I mean, he's on a motion route, so I always want to put him on something. So I like to put him on a streak, or I like to put him on a slant and kind of use him as like a clear out for the Scotty Miller route. You can see he gets through there. And if you're looking to pick up 5-6 yards, boom, that's what you get right there. So you can use him as a clear out. And then absolutely, you can use him in the same way we used him before to kind of use him as a clear out for Darden. And I mean, that's against man, but same thing though, right? You can use him either way. And so now you're attacking middle short, middle deep. I mean, you're attacking a lot of different parts of the field. And you can see the Scotty Miller just stops a little bit. You can, if you hold on to that, you have time, you can still fit that ball in there. Really nice set of plays here out of gun box. One of the best formations in the game, to be honest with you. Really, really, really slept on too. I really don't see it in games too much, to be honest with you. But yeah, slot trail, really good play. I mean, we've all seen that trail route by that Scotty Miller's running, and it's just a really good play. Really good play. And same thing, use him as a clear out. Use him as a clear out, but then Scotty Miller still can beat his man coming across the middle of the field too on that little cut. So if they do put you in a box, so. Good play there. PA read, though, is our last play. And what I really like to do here, I mean, you can cancel your running back if you would like. That's cool. You can block him if you would like. But what I really like to do is put Scotty Miller on a streak. And you're going to be having, with Miller and Darden there, you're going to have a little dig concept. Scotty Miller as your clear out. Darden as your dig coming underneath. And then you have Antonio Brown that if you get man, well, that was awful right there. That was awful. But a lot of the times against man, you can throw it against that first cut, and he will get open. Or you can hold off, and he will sometimes cook his man as well. But you see Darden attacking the middle of the field. Good stuff there as a dig concept. There you go, sending him down the field. Try to make that linebacker move just a little bit, but he still beat him. He still beat them, and that's what you'd like to see. Let's see if we can show you this Antonio Brown route one time. And that, I mean, he's playing off. That's the route. That's what you're trying to look for there. He's playing off. That's easy. Again, playing off. No chance. No chance. I mean, I possession caught that, but you can absolutely rack that and keep running after that. So here he's in a press spot, but you can still, you can still fit that in there too. I mean, there it looked like maybe a cover 3 look, something like that. The purple just didn't get out there. But that's the purpose here. I mean, you're kind of using these Scotty Miller and everybody as a way that they can't just get out there, and boom. But that can happen. You don't want to throw it. You don't want to throw it not on time, because that will happen 100%. You will get picked off. So we'll try to throw it one more time. You get off coverage. I mean, maybe even like even low pass, he picks that off. So you definitely want to work in that in practice mode, but it can be a really good route to catch your opponent off guard. Kind of like the out routes we were talking about in the earlier in the scheme here. It's just free routes. It's just free yards sometimes. And against man, that's when it's really hard to complete sometimes on that first cut. You see we're throwing like a million picks back to back to back here. But it's when you get that off coverage, you can fit that ball in there a lot of the time. Especially if a route tech, man, that route tech is so good in this game. Route tech is so good in this game. I'm not going to run anything against this. But really good assortment of plays here. You're able to attack a lot of different parts of the field. So now we're looking at gun bunch strong here. And I'm going to come out in PA bunch. Or I'm going to come out in the bunch shot here. But your run plays in the bunch strong. You do have the inside zone, which is awesome here. You have some other really good little routes here. And of course, if you have Hot Route Master, it opens it up even more. And yeah, sure, keep using auto flip. So yeah, we're gonna come out here in the PA bunch shot. You can also run verticals out of this. A little bit, but this is similar to verticals. So we'll go with PA bunch shot. And really what I like to do here is you can cancel your play action, block your running back if you want to. But you see 2 high safeties, you definitely want to attack that with Gronk. So here you run the play action, you got your crossers. I took Scotty Miller, but I had B coming across the middle of the field too. Most of the users are going to take that away as well. Here, just, oh my goodness. We'll just do that, get rid of that defense. But for sure, I mean, this is definitely something you want to attack if you see 2 high safeties. And I mean, that's what it's going to look like, right? Throwing it to Gronk, you have the crosser coming across. Really good stuff there all around. Really good stuff there all around. And here, we'll just get rid of it too, because you pick a random 3-3-5 play and you get quarters. So here we go again. We'll switch it up to Z-Spot here. And I really like Z-Spot out of bunch strong more than anything else because it's so unique to have 4 guys on one side of the formation. Creates a lot of mismatches. And really what I like to do here is the ideal setup would be put Antonio Brown on a streak, Rojo on a flat, or I mean if you don't have Hot Route Master, put him on an out, but I do have Hot Route Master, so I'm going to use it. So put him on a flat, and then if you have a Hot Route Master again, a cross is awesome here from Gronk, but a slant works too if you don't have, or a slant or a drag would work. You can't put him on a slant because he's tight end, but you can put him on a drag there, or delayed drag, whatever you want to do, or an in, something breaking across the middle of the field, but since I have Hot Route Master, we definitely want to run the cross. And this is what that's going to look like. Pull him down. Easy completion over the top. Really, really, really good way to set up like the Z-spot play there. Just because you have so many different things going in different directions. And you have the Mike Evans route over there that can really just break someone's soul. So, and then it was open there too, but held on to it a little bit too long. But I really love running Z-spot out of... really love running Z-spot this way. We'll run it one more time. We'll run it with an in. Run it with an in if I can set that up. And I mean, that's awesome right there. That's just an awesome setup. I love having the 4 receivers on one side of the formation. Really, really unique there. So the next play we'll go to here is Y trail. And really all I like to do with this here is put B on a streak. And really you're kind of creating the same thing with Antonio Brown and Scotty Miller. Antonio Brown on the clear out for Scotty Miller. And then you're really even running, you're kind of pulling them down too with the Rojo route, going to the flat, and then the Gronk just kind of settling down if you need it, but you're definitely trying to put that ball over the top to your corner route there. But you can definitely also throw this ball very quickly. Let's get back to Y trail. Get your guys there, put B on a streak. You can definitely throw this ball quickly to Gronk, get up the field that way as well. That's also there a lot of the time, especially if a more athletic tight end. Gronk isn't as nimble as he used to be in this, but I mean, you get a quick tight end, That's definitely a ball you can throw, and it's there a lot. And also in short yardage situations, also a throw you can make. So let's go to our next play here. Let's get the dig return. And let me see, I'm looking at my play call sheet here. So what I like to do with this play is pretty much I'm trying to isolate Antonio Brown over there, that little whip route to the outside. And you have Mike Evans on also a double move over there. And I'm trying to create a dig concept. We're doing this a lot in these schemes here. I love dig concepts, especially over the middle field like this. It can be really hard hitters, tough for the user to play, right? So Gronk is the clear out basically. Scotty Miller coming underneath. But I mean, if you see man, absolutely, that's what you want. That's your, especially if a route tech there. I mean, you can really cook that. You can really cook that. So let's get back to dig return. Same thing. Same thing. I mean, Antonio Brown. I don't know what just happened there. Let's just look at the replay and it'll make me angry here. So Antonio Brown, oh my God. So because he got touched, he gets misprogrammed to run 18 yards down the field instead of just his normal route because this game is trash. But that's something what it's supposed to look like. You can possession catch that, even though it's not against man. Really good route right there. And we'll see if we can set up this double move over here. I'm just going to max protect, see if we can't set up this double move. And you can't really. It's a really tough throw. But if you do get cover one, something like that over there, you even cover two man, you can throw that. And there, it's just I mean, we completed it there, but it's definitely a more longer developing route. That if you have a guy that can get outside the pocket, definitely something you can do, roll out, and you can kind of, I mean, that was rough there, but you can definitely see you have escape artists get out there a little bit quicker. I know there's a Henry with the gunslinger and escape artist. I mean, that's insane. So I mean, that's something you can definitely cook up. I mean, even you don't have to have escape artists. I mean, you have a Josh Allen, anything that has a gunslinger, get outside the pocket, they can make that throw. Once you extend the play. So yeah, that is dig return there. Pretty simple. Really like this play though. And then you match it with bench pivot. So now Scotty Miller is going to be on the little whip route. So yeah, let's get back to bench pivot. And what I really like to do here is pretty much just put Rojo on a swing. Pretty much Antonio Brown. He's going to get out there really fast. Clear it out for, in this case, Scotty Miller. And that's going to be open a ton. You can absolutely block your, get back to it here. Absolutely, you can keep your running back blocked. You can put him on a flat if you want, but I really like the swing because it gets to a little bit different area than Antonio Brown does. And also that Antonio Brown route, sometimes no one plays in it. It's just going to be free yards. That absolutely, you can get free yards out of this play here. And I flipped the play, I guess. And I went to a different formation and everything. Wow. That's bonkers right here. This is a little bonus play, though. Little bonus play. Wow. But yeah, I mean, Bunch Strong, really unique having the four guys to the one side of the formation. You have these little whip routes from different guys, right? Not only Antonio Brown running the whip, but Scotty Miller. Y trail with Gronk working across the middle field, along with the Z-spot routes that can really push it on the corners, make their zone drops. Make them have to play their zone drops, and then you come out and drop down a dig return, or playing them at 25 yards. You hit them with dig return, right? Take what they give you. That's an easy 10-15 yards after the catch, especially if you have someone that can make a move after the catch, right? So really good having the four guys on the one side of the formation there. Now we're going to be looking at gun doubles. We looked at Singleback doubles earlier. Now we're going to be in gun doubles, and I love doing this, having pretty much the same formation, just out of different sets, different depths at your quarterback. I mean, before obviously he was under center. Now we're in shotgun. Allows for you to do different things, but in still giving them the same look here. So we're going to come out in the inside zone, and I really don't want to go up against. Okay, whatever, cool. So we're going to come out in the inside zone. And usually, I mean, I really haven't been showing you the run plays here, but inside zone, I like the inside zone, especially whenever you're dotting people up as much as you are here, hopefully. Hopefully you can really just run the ball down their throat late in games, right? Hopefully, the ideal for the scheme would be up 21 in the fourth quarter, and this is what you're doing, right? So since we're getting 0 here because the safeties came up, we'll just run it one more time. And then we will get into the pass plays here. So we're going to start off here with Let's get to the right play here. We're going to start off with PA read, and really what I like to do here is just streak A, especially here, 2 high safeties. You can take them over the top, I mean, but that's what you're looking to do too. Get one of these crossers to open up for you. Another thing you can do also, I mean, if you have Hot Route Master, you can absolutely put Gronk on a crosser, and you're just setting up crossers. And that's also, I love setting up crossers like that with Hot Route Master. It is really good, very, very good. But the main setup, if you don't have Hot Route Master, I love to put him on a streak, get outside the pocket a little bit, and get a guy, pick one of these guys that are open here. Love that. So let's get to angle smash here. And angle smash, really what I like to do here is put A on a streak yet again, kind of use him as a clear out, pull those linebackers back even a little bit farther, or I like to put him on, and well, not a trail, and in, and kind of use him as a clear out that way. And sometimes he even gets open like that. But his main purpose there is definitely being a clear out, and you're trying to focus on that middle of the field. We'll put him on. Well, this is, I mean, since you have like a guy in the middle of the field there, you definitely want to do something like that. But you have a guy in the middle of the field, I mean, you have smash on the other side, which smash concepts are great. They are absolutely awesome. Smash, digs, you're going to see all of these. So, well, you mean you've been watching, so hopefully, right? But yeah, you're going to see these over and over and over again. That was just me being an idiot. I don't know what I was doing there. I was talking, I guess. Let's get back to angle smash. Same thing, I mean, just really good, and that's what you're trying to cook up. Good, that's a tough dot right there. But it gets in there. I mean, you can definitely try to push the ball down the middle of the field that way. And you have the angle route, which a lot of people bite on that, right? A lot of people bite on that. So, I mean, and same thing. I mean, if I'm going to say this again, I mean, you have Hot Route Master. Putting Gronk on a cross there to clear people out is awesome too, to get that route to go. And also, if they're overplaying the running back route, they can get that crosser in behind them and kind of sneak up on them with it there. So let's get to weak flood. And you can absolutely run this stock, but I love the out route by Antonio Brown. Again, out routes in this game are super easy sometimes. When you get off coverage, there's no one out there. I mean, like here, it's not off coverage, but you can run this stock, right? You can run the stock, and you're running drive. And I think he might have been open over there anyway. But you're just running a drive concept, right? Basically, with instead of an in, you have an out by Scotty Miller. And I mean, a drag's going to win against man a lot of times. You have the out that's going to win against man by Scotty Miller. Really, really nice play here. And along with just some free yards by that out route. But another thing you can do here is streak Gronk, which it's going to hold. Sometimes if there's a purple zone over there, it's going to hold that purple. And you don't want to throw it against man, because that's what's going to happen. You're going to get picked. That's just terrible right there by me. I'm talking and not paying attention here. But you can put Gronk on that streak, and you can see... we'll show you what happened. We'll go into replay real quick here. And what ended up happening, this looks like some iteration of like cover 3 match. So Gronk goes beyond, I believe it's 10 yards. I don't know if it's 5 or 10 yards there. But regardless, Judon would be in a purple. Leaves it wide open, but because you streak Gronk, he sticks with Gronk. And wide open to Antonio Brown there. Let's run this one more time with the streak. Froze them up just enough there, and they send a blitz over there. I mean, that route's going to cook over there. They're definitely going to have to put someone over there and consciously stop you from throwing that if you're going to be able to read that. If they're going to be able to give you off coverage like that as many times as we've seen here. And even off coverage, I mean, man, that's tough though. That's tough. Okay, so now we're back out here with FL Spot, and I really like this play too. You can absolutely run the stock with pretty much smash concepts with Mike Evans and Miller, and then Brown and Gronk. Pretty much just smash concepts. Absolutely, you can run this just stock. Hopefully one of your corners win there if it's man. And yeah, I mean, that can be your game plan going in that. But you can absolutely just streak Brown, or just streak one of them. Streak Brown or streak Evans. I'm going to streak both of them in this case. Use them as a clear, and you're able to get that over the top there. And I never score touchdowns in videos, wow. But yeah, that's 100% your goal there, is to throw the ball over the top by running in stock. And yeah, I mean, that's tough, right? They're gonna have to key in on that, play their zone drops. but we're attacking the outside there. Along with all these in-breaking routes here, you definitely want something to attack the outside like that. And then we have here, oh, I didn't go over SE Dig here. So let's go over SE Dig real quick. And what I'd like to do here is, again, well, put him on a streak, and you're just running a dig concept over there, Scotty Miller and Mike Evans. So, boom. Hopefully he doesn't get it there. I mean, against man, that's tough. That is tough. But I mean, if you're getting a lot of cover 3, like here, like this might be cover 3. I'm gonna block my running back. So we're all blocked up, and it's actually man again. But sometimes you can click on aggressive, catch that. But man, I mean, I really don't like that against man as much here. I'm gonna try it again, one more time. But I mean, SE Dig though, really nice play. And if you have enough time, absolutely Mike Evans can be there. It's just getting enough time sometimes. People are gonna heat you up, they're gonna blitz you. So, and that is absolutely a deeper corner, or a deeper breaking in route. So it does require a lot of time. And I mean, you don't have to absolutely streak him every time. Maybe they're giving up those middle of the fields, they're really soft with it. I mean, here I throw a pick, but maybe they're really soft right there, and that's something you can target. Obviously, too, with the Gronk route, kind of in a similar space there. Here, of course, we get man again, and I throw it late. But, so don't throw it late against man. But Gronk is in a similar space there. I mean, you can absolutely streak Gronk, too, and it's going to kind of create the same thing. But you're going to want to be able to hold on to this ball a lot longer. And you can see there, I mean, I probably could have thrown that one later, but I was trying to hold on and let him get across the middle of the field. It's tough to always consistently do that. So, but yeah, regardless, SE Dig, nice play. Nice play here. See if we can't get it one more time. And of course, bro, I hate this damn game sometimes. But hey, I mean, you get a one-on-one, you take it sometimes too. So we got one more play out of the gun doubles here, and that is Y cross. And really all I like to do, I mean, you can run the stock, leave Scotty Miller on that whip route, but I like to streak him as well. And yeah, kind of use him as like a clear out for, well, what would be Gronk. But I mean, you held on to it anyway there, and it worked out. But if they're not playing, if they're playing more of like a cover 2, something like that, you can absolutely use Scotty Miller as a clear out here. And that's what you want there. And Gronk just not really getting open against, I don't know if that, oh, that's Duggar, that's why. Okay. But yeah, I mean, absolutely you can streak him. And then another thing you do is just leave him stock, like I said. And you're going to be pulling down those zones there, good pocket movement. Getting back to our third read, coming across the middle of the field and Antonio Brown. So we'll just check down right here one more quick time. So here I'm going like, 1, definitely not open, definitely not open. And then you got to come back and see Antonio Brown, boom, right there. So that's how that would go with Y cross. Really good play there. I mean, you can also try and put Scotty Miller on a cross, but sometimes that does get a little bit messy in the middle of the field there. But sometimes it works out, but it's Madden, so sometimes you're going to get guys running into each other that they shouldn't and things like that. But I absolutely love putting 2 crossers on the field like this anytime you can. It's absolutely a yes. Absolutely yes, because sometimes they just win like this. And you see they did kind of bump into each other, and that's what can happen. I'm so glad that happened, actually, because that's totally what can happen. But it was a huge play. I mean, if he doesn't bump into him there, or maybe I wait like an extra second, I mean, that's a touchdown, right? Like, that's a touchdown. I mean, J.C. Jackson just barely bumped into him, and it threw him off just enough that he couldn't catch it. So it's tough there, but I mean, you can definitely create some big plays out of this gun double set here. Now we're going to be looking at gun spread here. I'm going to come out and quick slot out. Your run plays in this are the inside zone. Really the only thing, excuse me, really the only thing I touch out of this in terms of the run plays, especially whenever you can spread them out, it's great to have that run. I mean, I don't have them here, but if you're calling your own game here, you're calling your own plays in your game, you definitely want to be able to spread them out and then run the ball to the middle. That's totally what we're trying to set up here, especially with a lot of these outbreaking routes too that we're going to have. I mean, you see the out route along with stuff in the middle of the field. I mean, anytime you can push the ball down the field and then run the ball in the middle, spread them out, I mean, That's money. That's what you want. That is absolutely what you want. So we're going to start out with quick slot out here. And really what I like to do is put my running back on a swing or put him on a flat if you have the hot route master. That's ideal. Put him on an out and go with that. Pretty much you're running Z-spot with crossers over there. And here, I mean, your back just wins. Oh my God, Rojo, you're a monster. But there, your back just wins. And that's awesome right there. So let's get back to that. We'll throw him on a swing this time. And the other adjustment I like to make to this on the backside is if you have Hot Rod Master, a cross out of this from Scotty Miller is great. But if you don't, a slant's really good. Or if you think you have a quick hitter on him, a hitch is okay as well. So here A gets chucked, but still absolutely fit that ball in over the top. Make him play those zone drops. Quick slot out, you love that. And you definitely want to be able to run this both ways here because it's just a quick flip. We'll do it the other way here. Quick flip, you caught him in a bad spot. I love that Rojo route because it cuts upfield. It's that little swing. It gets upfield too. It doesn't just go to the sidelines. So you definitely want to be able to run all these plays both ways out of this because it's one of those looks where just the running back flips. So you definitely want to be able to do that. So let's get to Buck's corner here. And really, I don't even like to touch this play. I just like to run it as is, creating like a high-low read with Scotty Miller and Mike Evans. Darting, cutting across the middle there. Maybe if you have like a cover 2 look here, they just have one high safety. And then you have just a curl flat with Antonio Brown and the running back. So there, I mean, take what they give you. Against man coverage there. I might have had the post against man. Get back to it here. Just run it stock. And I mean, he's on a running back there, but you got to like your slot guy against whoever they have lined up, right? You got to like that. So get back to it here. Here they are on a cover 2 look, and they did drop a guy into there, but you can still, I mean, that's a tough throw in between a few guys there, but you can still fit that ball in there. Yeah, I mean, there you see the little curl flat, and then on the left side, it's a similar thing. It's just you're running an outside C route as opposed to a curl there. So let's see if we can do that on the left, and it's man. But against man, if you time that up right, you can absolutely hit that for big gainers as well. Absolutely hit that for big gainers. So our next play we're going to be looking at here is Bucks shallow, and I really like to just leave this stock as well. You got your running back blocking. You see with the dig concept over there with Darden and Brown. Scotty Miller kind of using as a shallow crosser there. And we have 6 guys, and we can't block anybody. So let's get back to Buck shallow here. Same thing. Carrying him, and then, I mean, Scotty Miller or your outside guy that's on an in, you have to like them in man. You have to like them in man. Maybe we'll get a cover 3 look here. We can throw this dig. We really don't, but tough throw, but he does make it. And you can always take what's underneath too, especially whenever you're trying to push this ball down the field on this. I mean, you can definitely take what's yours. And there, I mean, he just beat him. He just beat him up the field. But you're really, that's what you're trying to do. That's what you're trying to create. And then you do have this backside curl. If you do time that up against man, if you throw it more than once, I mean, a lot of the times they play it, but you can absolutely fit that in there once or twice a game against just pure man. There, I mean, maybe you gotta. That's tough there. That's tough there. But you get the idea there with Buck shallow. So here, let's go on ahead and go to the 4 verticals here. Pretty simple play. Really, put the running back on an out. Well, out, in, curl, option, whatever you want to do. I really like the option route because he does, well, that's just awful right there. That's just awful. See, like, why? And this is what I'm talking about too. Like, this is probably like some iteration of like cover 3 match, right? Like this is probably some cover 3 match iteration. That's what it looks like. But he stops, man. Like, look at this. Look at all, like, come on. Come on, man. Like, I don't know this game. But like here, he's gonna stop again, and he has a shit ton of moves. He has a lot of grass to the outside, which makes it tough. So I mean, you can just put him on an out if you don't feel like that's reliable enough. But then he's predetermined to go one way or the other. But you can absolutely fit those. Let's go back to the play here. you can fit these. Well, this is a terrible look here, but against zero, he does break off into a post. Scotty Miller does, which is awesome because it does beat man. And you can throw these little seam routes here against cover 3 a lot of the times. And again, though, I mean, don't count on that Scotty Miller route to break because against match coverage, because this game just dumbs out whenever it comes to man coverage. So, but you can throw those little shot routes sometimes. There, I mean, you get across the middle of the field and hit it there. But against cover 3, you can hit those as well. So let's get to Bucks Flood here. And I really like this, obviously, the Antonio Brown route. A little bit deeper of a route here, of an out route. And you can really just run the stock, or you can streak Darden, kind of use him as a clear out. And that's actually perfect there in terms of progressions right there. So first thing we're doing here is we're going to look at an Antonio Brown. There's just no way. No, I mean, one does a good job getting a high tower to carry there, but I just don't feel like I can fit that ball in there because he was up in press coverage. So he's kind of standing right there. So that makes it a little bit tougher. But because Darden is kind of carrying the safety too, really opens up the middle of the field even more, and you can really hit that play. So this play has a lot of answers. A lot of answers for what they're trying to do on defense a lot of the times. And you can also adjust his backside. And of course, you want to be able to run these both ways. If you have the crosser in your repertoire, you definitely want to be able to do that. But a slant works as well. I mean, really anything over there. If you want to, well, that's terrible. But if you want to zig him, whatever you want to do. I mean, whatever you feel like you need to do to get him open. And that's what we're talking about right there in terms of the out route. So let's get back to that here in the replay. So this is why I'm streaking. Number 1 here, Darden, is otherwise this purple zone would come over here and kind of take that route away to Antonio Brown. But because Darden is on a streak, he picks him up, opens that up wide open for Antonio Brown. And that's what we're trying to create here. That is what we're trying to set up. Another thing you can do with Scotty Miller, by the way, is put him on like a hitch too. I love these spread formations because the hitches work so well. It's like a little Cole Beasley route. Yeah, it just goes up 5 yards, boom, stops, picks up a first down. And that's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. This is how I would set it up here, maybe in a game. Something like this in a real game. And that's how I would set it up in a real game right there. That's beautiful. I love the gun spread. Good way to literally get the defense spread out, then run the ball at the middle. But you have really good pass plays whenever they're packed in like this. So it's a really good all-around formation. We're going to be looking here at gun wing stack. We just got done with single back wing stack, so let's just come out and gun wing stack. We only have one run play that I really like out of here, and that is the inside zone. I don't really mess with this halfback power here, this power O rather. I just feel like I have no luck and I get hit in the backfield more often than not, especially with a pulling guard. Unless you have a really elite quick guard that can pull, it's tough to get that run to work. So I stick to the inside zone a lot and focus on these pass plays here. So let's go ahead and come out and double cross, give us a nickel play. Okay, so for double cross, what I really like to do is first of all block the running back because he's on a motion route, right? You can see he would motion out to the side in a lot of these. So we're gonna be blocking the running back. Now what I really like to do here is streak Y. Well, Brady has hot route master, but streak Y, and you're kind of using like a drive concept with your tight ends, OJ Howard and Gronk. And then you have your good corner route with the Mike Evans that you can fit over the top a lot of times. Still creates like that high-low read with the drag coming across the middle of the field. And then you still have your, let's get into the replay right quick. Yeah, I mean, using him as a clear out. Mike Evans wide open. Still creating this drag here to pull this flat defender down. Let's put it up the top, man. I mean, then you still have this as an outlet too. So really nice play to start with here. And just starts with blocking your running back. And that's pretty much it there. And then like there you go. Like you can see that's gonna be your check down right there. If they're gonna give it to you, you take it. Really good play there. And another thing you can do, man, is just literally leave him stock. Well, if I can just run it like this, block your running back, and then yeah, just run it stock, and you can, if you're running them on a streak a lot, maybe that will catch them off guard, something like that. So absolutely, you can leave it stock. So our next play we're going to get into here is Mountain Stick, and this is really like a 2-point play here, because I should move it down there, to be honest with you. Let's actually, I'm going to do that. Let's move it down there. Well, I'm going to skip Mountain Stick. We'll come back to Mountain Stick at the end, because that's going to be our 2-point play, red zone play, whatever you want to call it. So let's go to double corner here. And double corners, I really like to just run stock, but you can absolutely put your running back on like a curl or an option route, something like that. But you're really trying to force it to one of these guys, make them play their zone drops, like we say, and I think we've said it probably 50 times in this little video we're putting together here. Make them play the zone drops, but yeah, block your running back. I mean, that's tough. That's tough to stop right there. Like Judon actually tried to play it, but you can fit it in there sometimes. And again, I mean, that's just like a bench concept. That's not anything crazy there. If you want to put them on an out, or in this case a flat, and then streak your guy too, that absolutely also works. Here we get man coverage, so it's like, it's quarters, so that's cool. But double corners, pretty simple there. No real adjustments to that. So let's get to levels here. And really what I like to do here, pretty simple again, just block my running back. Just block my running back. Antonio Brown's on a really nice route. The tight end, O.J. Howard, is on a really good route. He can convert his streak into a post like you just saw there. Absolutely love this play. Here, we're going to get cover 0. Here comes the safeties. And that is where O.J. Howard is going to eat. Absolutely. And that's going to be your man beater a ton of the times. And like, he even got bumped off his route. He even got bumped. Holy shit, bro. He even got bumped off his route. And he's open. He's open. So, I mean, if you have a quick tight end too, like not Gronk, sometimes they don't base a line. Like, you get a linebacker on him. Maybe here he has a corner. But I mean, you get like a linebacker on a really fast tight end. Hey, you might be able to make something happen there. So, get back to levels here, block our running back. And I really like this part of the scheme too out of gun, because you are blocking your running back a ton of the times. Here you just wait on it. You have Mike Evans, you had Antonio Brown coming across the middle of the field, and you're working all parts of the middle of the field, all parts of the field in this. So I absolutely love that. Again, I mean, you're getting so much protection. Like, it's a 6-man protection, and you get a ton of routes. And if you have a good, like, I mean, Gronk would honestly be like the perfect tight end for this. If you get a one-on-one, high ball, well, Brady sucks, I forgot that. But if you get a high ball there, you can absolutely click on and make a play there if you get a one-on-one on that wheel route. He gets really good inside position a ton of the times. So that's levels there. Let's get to PA post curl. And you're going to notice a lot of these we just did single back wing stack. You're going to notice a lot of these are pretty similar, but it's cool to have them both. You can run it out of single back. You can run it out of under center. You can run it from the gun. It's really nice to have both options. So again, I mean, this is going to be a similar setup to what we had before. Just putting Antonio Brown on that. And it's actually switched guys. So Antonio Brown would have been running that route that Mike Evans just ran. And this time Mike Evans runs it. So it's a very cool, very good way to keep your opponent off balance. And I'm just streaking Antonio Brown. You can cancel the play fake, whatever you want to do. And I mean, if they're going to run man, let your guy cook. Especially like a route tech, he's going to get a route tech cut there. And he's going to be wide open. But I'm not going to cover that too much here. Let's respot the ball here. Show you our 2-point play out of this. And yeah, let's do that real quick. So this is going to be where you go to mountain stick, and I don't want to fake hike. I want to block the running back, and O.J. Howard is going to be open just a ton on this, or Gronk. That's the route you're going to look right very quickly, because Gronk gets out there quick, and then if Gronk isn't there, good chance O.J. Howard's going to cook his guy. That's a low pass right there. You absolutely don't have to do that, but this is going to be open a ton of the time, especially if you have even a little bit mobile quarterback that's not Tom Brady. You can extend the play there. I mean, you just have to wait for them to come across. Like, say they take away the right side of the field. You ran it a few times. Wait for those guys to come across the middle of the field. And, I mean, you can see they're both funky-looking routes, so they're going to get open against man most of the time. And, like here, just pretend they take it away. You can always roll out here and, like, try to extend the play and make something happen there. I love that as a 2-point play. Absolutely love that as a 2-point play. Very well-rounded formation. Now we're getting to the 5-wide portion here. Going to close it up with the 5-wide. We're gonna come out on the jailbreak screen here. Really good passing. I'm not even gonna worry about the run plays, right? Because we're in 5 wide. But again, we have this stack. We have this stack look with a Trey look to the right. It's really dangerous if you're looking to get into your 5 wide. I absolutely love this. This is 5 wide. So let's get to my play call sheet here. And let's get right into it. Let's get right into these plays here. So we'll start with smash, seam. Really, I don't even like to touch this play. I just run this normal. On your stack side with AB and Mike over there, you're pretty much just running a smash concept, a little bit deeper smash concept. See if we can get Mike Evans open. Of course, it's man. So you get man, throw the OJ Howard route. That's going to be really good. That's going to be really good against getting open against man. A user's going to have to take that away. Then you still have Johnson coming across underneath too against man. But here, running our smash concept. I mean, nobody. What the hell? What in the world? Nobody on OJ, huh? But yeah, the user is absolutely going to have to take that away. Which, if they're thinking about that in your 5 wide, you're going to be able to attack all sorts of the field. And that's how you throw it right there. Well, not how you throw it. Brady's trash, but that would be the ideal throw there. That's what you're looking for, pulling the zone down and attacking out there with, in this case, AB, which is really good because a lot of these other stack formations, Mike Evans is running the corner. So in this, you have Antonio Brown running it instead. So pretty simple there. I really don't even touch this play. No real adjustments to it. So let's get into curl switch here. And you can either run this play stock here, and you can see you attack the outside with Antonio Brown. Now you're going to attack in the middle of the field with Mike Evans. So you can absolutely run the stock. I mean, this is against quarters, so that's going to be a pretty easy completion. But that's the part of the field that you absolutely can complete that ball on a ton of times. So we'll run the stock again. You can fit that ball in there though. Really fit that ball in there, and you can just see you can absolutely confuse your opponent with this. So that's really nice here. And say you get man, maybe you don't have a route tech over there. You have this whip route by Gronk that, I mean, he isn't the most agile guy anymore, but you have a pretty quick tight end in Mutt right there. He's gonna be able to whip that really quick. He's gonna be able to get that whip route to go and get open. So you can do that, or you can streak A, I like to do. And pretty much what you're going to run with OJ Howard and Johnson is just like pretty much a dig concept with a little whip route by Gronk underneath. And then same thing with the stack over there. Still haven't touched that. And that's what it can do right there. I mean, that was a cover 3 look. But if your opponent is not, maybe they're overplaying the smash seam. So they're overplaying the middle of the field. I mean, he's just running straight this time, right? Like, that would be a perfect example right there. That would be a perfect example of high tower. We'll go to the replay right quick. Let's go into the replay, and let's highlight high tower. So he's right over him. Maybe this is what the user does. Like, you're hitting this play so many times, and he's just like, OJ Howard's just running across the middle of the field. Boom, you send him on a streak, and he runs straight up the field. Give him a little pass lead. That's an easy play. That's an easy catch right there in between a few defenders. So pretty good curl switch play there. We'll run it one more time stock. And then the whip route, man. I love that little whip route over there. That's just an awesome little play. I love this 5 wide. This is one of my favorite 5 wides in the entire game here. So let's go on ahead and move on to fade out here, I guess we'll go on to. And I really like to sometimes put RB on a drag, or you can just leave him stock. I mean, if you want to attack, like maybe you see a cover 3 look, you want to try to attack that seam here. It's 2 high safeties, so I'm thinking I can attack with OJ Howard in the middle of the field. But if you want to leave him on a streak, absolutely leave him on a streak. So we'll run it this way. And then same thing, if you want B on a drag, Johnson the outside receiver, so you saw Gronk on the drag, you can absolutely do this too. And that is what you were trying to look at right there on that wheel route. Antonio Brown is going to get to such a tender spot in the field. And that's why I just love this stack, man. I mean, it's so hard. Just gets kind of lost in the sauce. Mike Evans takes 2 guys away, really. And that's just an easy ball to Antonio Brown. So same thing. We'll drag Gronk this time. And just, I mean, money. That is cash right there. They are going to have to consciously take that away. And that if you can make your opponent consciously take something away, that is going to open up something else for you. So like right here, I mean, say they were overplaying. But that can happen. That can absolutely happen in a game right there where their user overplays something else, and there's just a lot going on here that they have to defend here. So, I mean, even against man, that's where Mike's going to cook. You have man beaters, you have zone beaters. Really, really sweet 5 wide here. So let's get to Y stick here, one of our last real pass plays here. And this is just a pretty simple look. I mean, I feel like we've all seen this look. We saw the 2 routes by AB and Mike Evans over there. We saw those in Mountain Stick on our wing stack part of the ebook here. But what I really like to do out of this particular Y stick is you can leave him stock. You can leave this stock, absolutely. And he'll settle down. And you can make a read off to the left side there, or the right side, whatever, you know. Whatever you're seeing pre-snap. Or, I mean, this is just a terrible look in general. But you can put him on a streak if you're going to put him on a route. And, like, that works sometimes. Not going to get anything going there because sending a lot of guys. But you can put him on a streak like just like this, tack in the middle of the field that way. If the user doesn't take that away, it can be wide open. And then once you catch him with that a few times, you can give him a little bit different route, and you're looking at A again. And if you have Hot Route Master, you can put him on a cross. And I think this is so dangerous. It gets into such a good area of the field, especially if they're looking at that. I mean, here, we'll do the same thing again. I love crosses. I love having Hot Route Master. Because, I mean, like, they're looking at that so hard. And, I mean, it just creates an easy completion underneath with one of those stack receivers, and I absolutely love that play. So really good stuff out of the 5 wide there, but it's not complete yet. It's not complete, and we have a jailbreak screen as our last play, and I love the jailbreak screens. So we'll just show you here. We got numbers. I mean, Mike Evans probably isn't the guy you want there, right? Big body guy. You probably want like Hollywood Brown. You want, you know, your more twitchy guys, Tyreek Hill, someone like that. You can maybe put a spin move. There's a new Mike Vick card that just dropped today at running back, something like that, right? So you can see you have the numbers, and that's just what you want right there. You get a left tackle on a guy, and hey, I mean, maybe there's something to having a big guy out there. Golly. This is what you want, though. This is absolutely what you want. And especially, I mean, you're pushing the ball down the field. You're pushing the ball down the field. Look, I think is that Donovan Smith? Whoever that is right there. He's left tackle 76. Is that Donovan Smith? Let me get in there. Oh, yeah, baby. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. So you get your left tackle out there. And hell, I mean, you get your left guard out there, too. I mean, that's Marpet, too. That's a decent guard. But, I mean, you get a guy, a mutt, with, like, super high awareness. He might even go tank this guy right here. He might even go tank him. So, really, I absolutely love this play, especially whenever you're getting them to go downfield. Maybe they're blitzing from that side. I mean, you can just see, I mean, that's a linebacker over there. Mike Evans just outruns him. Maybe they're blitzing from that side a ton. Absolutely. Throw that out there. Right? Like, they're blitzing from over that left side towards the stack. Cool. Here, I mean, Judon gets pushed right into him. But you can see where that would be. You're making him read high, you're pushing the ball, then you run a jailbreak screen and bust off a big one with one of your more twitchy guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the Tampa Bay ebook. If you did, I have a ton of videos exactly like this already posted on the channel that I know that you're going to enjoy. I cover pretty much anything that's off of the meta, anything different from the current meta. So if you're into off-meta schemes on Madden 22, go ahead and make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.